Have you ever wanted to do something but never actually had the guts to do it? Well, YouTube is kind of like that for me. I grew up with YouTube. Ever since elementary school, I've been watching the same YouTubers who are around today and completely changing the way the world sees internet creators and influencers. Ryan Higa from Niga Higa, Anthony and Ian from Smosh, Phil, Wes, and Ted from Wong Fu Productions, and Philly D from The Philip DeFranco Show. I've been watching these guys ever since they first started out on YouTube. It's almost mind-blowing, like, looking at it from my point of view nowadays, where it's like they are some of the biggest names on YouTube, yet when I first started watching them, they were just some random guys who were making homemade videos from their dorm room, from their house, from their home. It was very natural, but now it's so cool to see them so successful and doing something that they love to do. And along the way, I've actually discovered YouTube creators that have only made me grow more fond of YouTube as a platform and how supportive it is for its creators and how strong and how amazing of a community YouTube has created. I would say that the most notable YouTuber that I've actually discovered along the way had a huge part in my decision to actually start YouTube. And some of you may know him, some of you may not, but he is probably the poster boy for YouTube now, and he's one of the biggest names on the internet. That's Casey Neistat. Casey, the first time I saw Casey's videos were, I couldn't believe how incredible his content was, how he took seemingly normal footage from everyday cameras every day. He shot on his phone. How he did that and turned it into something so high of production quality that people couldn't get enough of it. I didn't understand the potential of vloggers on YouTube until I saw Casey. He was one of the main points of inspiration for me to actually start my vlogging channel, which is why I couldn't keep watching his videos, because it was so hard to watch his videos and not compare him to me. I respect him immensely as a creative, and I really want to thank him for giving me so much inspiration to actually start this journey. So thanks, Casey. Given all of that, there are actually a couple other reasons why I decided to start my own YouTube channel. Like I said earlier, YouTube was always something that I wanted to do, but never actually had the guts to do it. Having your own channel, shooting videos, editing videos, uploading them and watching people see them, and like maybe with the hopes of one day becoming, internet famous. All that's great and all, but for every time I had one of those thoughts, reality kicked in. Embarrassment kicked in. What are people gonna think about me? What's Ryan doing now? Why is he on YouTube? Oh, like that last video was so stupid. Like people, I was so afraid of judgment from other people. And I never started that YouTube channel because I was afraid of losing face. I was afraid of people criticizing me or looking at me another way. Doubt kicked in. I'm not good enough. My life isn't interesting enough. I don't do really crazy things. There's no real, interesting content that I could put out there. Commitment kicked in. After doing this for a couple months now, I say that YouTube is pretty time consuming. I would say that vlogging is one of the less time consuming genres on YouTube, but at the same time, the amount of time and the amount of energy that I put into planning my vlogs, actually going to places, filming and editing, I'm not even begin with editing. YouTube is a lot of work. It's a huge commitment, especially for a full-time college student like me. It's not easy balancing my academics, my social life, and my YouTube life at the same time. So these were the three things that basically had kept me from starting my YouTube channel for this long. These are the three things that sidelined me during the whole YouTube revolution, when all these content creators on YouTube just absolutely skyrocketed on the internet and just gained so much influence over the years. By nature, I'm a very introverted person. My natural inclination is to observe and not to act. But lately, I don't want to be that person anymore. I want to be someone who goes out of his comfort zone, who puts himself in uncomfortable situations and grows as a result of it. I want to be someone who is willing to do the things that other people aren't. Starting this YouTube channel was a huge part of it. Making videos on YouTube and uploading them and for the entire world to see, that's putting yourself out there at a level that's uncomfortable for like 99% of the world's population. It's tough. It's really hard. But it was a risk that I wanted to take. One day over the summer, I had that thought again of starting my YouTube channel. And this time it was different. This time I promised myself that I would do it, and this time I promised myself that I would stick with it. And here we are. Like 3 months later and I'm still making videos. But I'll be honest, there have been more times than I'd like to admit where I second-guessed myself. I wanted to quit, I wanted to stop making videos, and I wanted to shut down the YouTube channel altogether in this short amount of time that I've actually only had it up and running. I was scared. That's what it was. I was scared. I was scared of being committed to YouTube at a level at which if I stopped making videos there would be repercussions, and the longer I stayed on YouTube, the more I created videos and the more people watch my videos, the bigger of a hole I was digging for myself. But every time I had those doubts about myself and about my channel, I told myself, and I remembered that promise I made myself to actually stick with it no matter what. Every time I convinced myself to actually continue, I'm so glad that I do. So I hold on to that feeling and I keep pushing forward. I've loved to create things for as long as I can remember. From drawing to building Legos, from learning iMovie and shooting videos to doing graphic design and to starting this YouTube channel. I've always loved creating content on all different platforms. That's what I love to do. I love creating things that people can visually be entertained by and visually appreciate. And this YouTube channel and filming these vlogs has provided me with an amazing medium in which I can express that creativity and my love for creating content. I absolutely love shooting these videos. I love editing them, believe it or not. I don't love talking to a camera in public with other people around. I'm gonna be honest, like when I'm talking on the camera around other people, like I am the most awkward person. I know I'm the most awkward person when I'm actually talking to the camera in a lot of my vlogs. I'm working on it. I promise I'll get better. Introvert, remember? Introvert. But it still holds true that I really do love doing this. And there were a lot of points of inspiration that gave me that push to actually start this. And I'm gonna finish it in whatever way that looks. But that's a little insight as to why I started YouTube. See you guys next week.